What is up, guys? My name is Deft, and welcome to a commentary. I don't do these often enough, where I just sit down and talk to you guys, but that's what we're doing today. It is currently the end of 2019, and I want to talk to you guys about my plans for 2020. I'm hopefully going to be getting this video out before 2020, but I guess we'll see. I've been doing a lot of thinking about my channel and the direction that I want to go in, and I actually recently spent a bunch of time watching some of my old videos, and that was a lot of fun. And the reason that I did that was because I want to go back to my roots for 2020. I want to go back to sort of where I began. Like, I started this channel out as a Call of Duty editor, pretty much. That was mostly what I did. I started dabbling in Let's Plays when I first made this channel, but I was mostly Call of Duty, and that was sort of what I was a Call of Duty editor. And that is the main thing that I want to bring back for 2020, is I want more Call of Duty stuff. I want to be putting out more edits, more Call of Duty based content. And a big part of that, which is going to be the bulk of this commentary, is I'm starting my own team. This is something that I have always wanted to do for the longest time. I've tried on a couple occasions to get some friends together, but it didn't quite work out, didn't quite get very far. But this time around, things are going that way. I got a lot of my friends behind me, got a lot of stuff already in the works. We've got a small roster going right now, and I thought I'd make this video to let you guys know. Anyone who watches me, I know I've got more than a few Call of Duty players that watch my stuff, and hey, if you're watching this right now, you can join. Recruitment is open, that's for sure. But this is going to be more than just a Call of Duty team. This is going to be more than just a team led by me. I have a vision for this. I've had a vision, and I plan on implementing it. So I want to let you guys know just what I have planned for this team, just what I want to see going into this. I've been following teams, I've been watching Call of Duty montages for a long time, and I really want to take the best elements from all the teams that I've watched over the years, and I want to bring back a lot of stuff that I don't see anymore. Two of the big things that I want to focus on, though kind of all my focuses are big and important in my opinion, but I guess the two things I can start off on are: there will be no setups in this team, there will be no setting up trick shots, there will be no sniper lobbies. I want to see all clips hit on randoms, on tryhards. That is what I've always liked seeing. I don't think that hitting clips in sniper lobbies take nearly as much skill as against tryhards, and I don't think that hitting trick shots on a guy standing still is anything very impressive. For me, the biggest thing that I thought was incredible about trick shotting, that I thought was what really made trick shots wow me, was when you hit on a guy that's shooting back. You know, like I thought back in the day that trick shotting was all about seeing what crazy stuff you could do in the air, what stylish stuff you could do in the air and get away with, and still take out the guy trying to kill you. And honestly, I don't care how complex or crazy a shot was, just seeing someone hit a guy that was shooting back, you know, when they got tagged in midair, watching them throw that stun at the guy and then hit the shot was so satisfying to watch. And seeing people hit clips on guys with assault rifles and like clipping guys with riot shields. Oh, I don't care if it was a quad feed. Clipping a guy with a riot shield was something impressive. But you know, when you look back at like all the Call of Duty 4 montages back in the day, it's all sniper lobbies. But seeing a clip that isn't a sniper lobby is awesome, and I love seeing that. Now, I know that those limitations may make things a little more difficult, but the standards are going to be more fun-based. That is something that I have hated for the longest time, is these standards, having to get 5 on for the clip to be usable, or I think even multis aren't usable at this point. I think 5 multis are the standard now, having to spin for 1080 or more for your trick shot to be usable. I hate those standards, and I really want to bring back the fun standards of old, of quad feeds, and not just 720s, but 360s. Like, 360s can be really stylish. If the guy's all the way across the map and you see him all the way out there and you just 360 him, that looks awesome. Like, I would love to see 360s in the right context. Like, for me, my sort of standard for trick shots is that if it's complex, it doesn't have to be very distant, and if it's distant, it doesn't have to be very complex. That's just sort of how I look at things, and that's the sort of standard that I want to carry into my team. Now, other than our standards for clips, something that I think is really important is being a team, not just being a group of guys doing the same thing under the same banner, but actually being a team and playing together and being friends. And I really want that to shine through with this. I really want to bring back the personality aspect that a lot of old teams had, where they do commentaries and let the team members really show off their personalities. And it seems like a lot of teams nowadays just post montages and you don't even hear anyone's voices. And I want some people to really stand out in this team. I want some people to really show what they bring to the table besides their skill in hitting clips. And speaking on skill, just going back to standards, one thing I wanted to mention is I never see cross-map no-scopes or any sort of mid-games these days, and that is something I want to bring back. I feel like creativity is more valuable right now than skill. The stuff right now that at least really wows me is the creative stuff, seeing something that I've never seen before, and, you know, seeing a clip in a spot that hasn't been hit, or in a certain way. Like, one of my favorite players of all time, Grizz, he's just a man who never fails to wow you. He is not only one of the first guys to make Call of Duty montages, but he is still one of the most creative players out there. It sucks that he's not very active right now, but he's still got so many montages from back in the day that you can watch and see just the crazy stuff that this man would come up with. He never failed to come up with new ideas and new clips to go for that were unlike anything that anyone else was going for. And sort of the last key point that I have for this video that I wanted to touch on is that I want to more than just reinvent Call of Duty and breathe some new creative energy into the current Call of Duties and the old Call of Duties, going back to those and seeing what we can hit, because they're all still alive, as quiet as they are now compared to how they were back in the day. And even though a number of them are overrun with hackers, they're still playable, and we're gonna still hit clips on there. We're gonna make it happen. But more than just breathing new life into Call of Duty, I want to take that creative energy and I want to bring it to other games. I know a number of teams right now are branching out from Call of Duty, but I don't know if I quite want to be including Fortnite or Destiny. But I absolutely want to include Battlefield and Warface in this team, at least to start. And of course, we can always talk about branching out into other games as new games come out and people are interested in other games. They say, hey, what about this? You know, can we include this in the team? I'd love for people to bring their ideas to the table. But absolutely, do I want to bring that creative, old school Call of Duty energy into games like Battlefield and Warface. The sort of people that I'm looking for this team are the sort of people that don't just play more than one Call of Duty, but play more than one style. People who snipe and trick shot, people who knife, people who bank shot, people who bomb defend, and people who play different games and would be willing to try some new things. Even if you haven't played other shooters outside of Call of Duty, I'd like people that would be excited to try something new. And if it sounds like I'm talking to you, if it sounds like I'm talking directly into your soul right now, get in contact with me. I want to bring in people of different skill levels, with different play styles, people new to the Call of Duty community, people who've been in it for a long time, people who've been away from it. There's a lot of people out there that have stepped away from the community because they just didn't see it as fun anymore and are looking for a reason to get back into it, looking for someone to bring back that old school spark. I still think that we can bring that back in our own little bubble, because there are some people that didn't get to experience that, and the people who did wish that they could experience more of it. So if that really resonates with you, if it sounds like I'm speaking directly into your soul right now, you let me know, you contact me, and I'll get you included on this little project. I want to bring everyone together, everyone who shares a similar vision, so we can bring this dream that I know I'm not the only one who has to life. It's not too late. 2020 can be our year. Let's make it happen. Hope to hear from you guys soon. I'm Deft, and I'm out.